Hey YouTube, this is Southern Prepper 1. I was planning on doing this video anyways on spears, but I went ahead and moving it up today because of a situation. I got up about 4 o'clock, made my iced tea for the day, had a bowl of cereal, and then usually I lay down for another hour or so. So I just laid down and fell asleep on the bed, and the wife woke me up and said, hey, chickens are going crazy. So I grabbed my flashlight and my 22 mag pistol and ran out here. When I crossed in, I could see 3 chickens were in this little outdoor caged area. I was like, well, at least I got 3 left. I ran around the corner and something disappeared into the lealands. It was a white, so I'm assuming it was a possum. So I said, oh, no big deal, he's gone. So I went in to check the chickens to make sure everyone else was alive, and I looked in there and almost didn't see it, but there was another possum inside. I'm standing there with a 22 mag inside this little coop. If I'd have pulled the trigger, it'd have blown my ears out. Plus, I had chickens going crazy. There was 4 chickens still in there just going crazy. So I put the pistol down, ran out the door as fast as I could, and went over to my shop. And this was already set up. Probably should have cleaned it a little bit better. It's a little bloody. This was in my shop. This is a piece of Delron. We bought a 10-foot piece and cut it in half. And we are going to make a handle for the SOG. This is the SOG. It comes with a sheath and a handle that unscrews, so you can put your own spearhead on, or spear stick on it. Bought one at Walmart and the other one I ordered on Amazon. So basically, cut the 10-foot piece of Delron in half so we can get 2 out of it. Put it on the lathe and turn it the same as the threads are on this. As you can notice, this is pretty thick. I can't remember, but this is over 1 inch. We could probably buy thinner stuff or turn this down, but cheaper just to buy thinner stuff and make it that thickness. So this was set up in the shop. I grabbed this and I ran over here and confronted a very big possum inside my chicken coop. I hate killing him, but he's a threat to my chickens and my eggs and my family, so he had to go. Part of it's my fault. I have a small opening on top of the door on the side, and he climbed up there and then climbed over the other one. So I'm going to fix that today so he won't do that, because he was just looking for food, but you can't have my food. So I confronted this snarling possum right inside there, and this was the weapon I had. It worked excellent. It's very efficient. 1 stab through. Possums are tough. It took him a while to die, and I actually moved him outside and then shot him with the 22 mag because I didn't want him to suffer at all. When I pulled the spear out, these 2 areas on the spear actually grabbed part of his intestines and pulled out with him. So very efficient. Very efficient. Those things really helped. This is another spear. I actually borrowed it from my buddy, so I was going to do a comparison. So I'll just show you now. This is a cold steel. It's called a Bushman. It's made in China, but I didn't believe it was made in China because it is very, very sharp. You can make a spear out of here. Carry your multi-tool around and a little screw that in, and you definitely have a spear. I would have never ever confronted that possum in there with just the knife. No way. That thing wanted to take my fingers off and my legs off. So no way on this. So the reason we made this spear is I do search and rescue. There's been a couple times, and one particular on a search and rescue, where we had to go down a hill, and I'm pretty 100% sure there was a bear cave there, a den for a bear, by the signs and evidence outside. And we went right down it to recover and help an injured hiker. I got to thinking, I can't carry a firearm. As a fireman, it's against county policy. So a walking stick is fine. So this is the project. The walking stick in itself is pretty heavy duty. If I had to confront someone out in the woods that was a threat to me or anyone else, this stick alone would be very efficient. But the spear on here is for a bear. No, I don't don't want to go hunting bears with just a spear, but if I had no other choice, I didn't have a firearm, definitely the spear would be much better. And it definitely proved it on the possum. I was very satisfied when it pulled out what it did. But I originally wanted to get some feedback from you, because what I'm thinking about doing, I'm definitely going to turn this down and then add some 550 cord, so it'll be available here, plus it'll be a nice handle. But I'm thinking about making it a little shorter, maybe cutting it off here, threading it, so this part threads into here and this will be hollow. Go ahead and hollow that out so I can put in some survival gear. So I'd have everything I need, a few water purification tablets, a flint and steel, and maybe a couple Tylenol, and a little bit of tinder, and I could store it in here. I could take the top off. We do have to make a top, something to protect those threads that will go on there and thread on. So there'll be one section you can take this off and then access and get whatever you want out of it. And then I was thinking, if you just wanted to remove that small section, you can always screw this in as a lid and put this in your pack if you're always getting into that little canister. So there's some ideas. What other ideas would you want in a spear? Now granted, I take a gun any day, but this extremely efficient in keeping an animal away. I was able to keep the possum from running up my leg and biting me, which he was trying to do. What else could I do? I definitely need to do something on the end. Put a chamfer or bevel or something to make that a little bit better when you're using it as a walking stick. If it gets worn out, this material is unbelievable. If it got worn out, I could just cut that off and do whatever else I want on it. So what other ideas you have? I'm probably going to keep a spear handy just for critter control. Let's say it was a worst case event and I could not discharge a firearm for fear of alerting someone at my presence. This spear could definitely do the trick. This has been a crazy few months. I've eliminated 2 possums and 2 skunks right here. So hopefully I can keep them away. I hate killing them, but if you mess with my eggs and my chickens, you're definitely going to be killed. Thanks for watching.